Every morning, Norman started his day the same way. Roll out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen, pour a hot cup of coffee, sit down in silence, and nothing else. No water, no stretch, no food. He didn't think much of it until the morning his right hand stopped working. Norman, like millions of seniors over 65, had unknowingly developed a silent morning habit that increased his risk of stroke. It wasn't a fast food diet or smoking. It was something much slickier, a pattern that many older adults follow without ever realizing the consequences. And the worst part, the warning signs are so subtle, most people dismiss them until it's too late. Today's episode is not meant to scare you. It's here to wake you up. Because what you do within the first hour of your morning can either protect your brain or put it in danger. We'll explore the science, bust some myths, and give you real tools to protect your brain health. Welcome back to my Senior Health Tips, the place where we turn small changes into stronger lives. Today, we're talking about one silent habit that spikes your stroke risk after 65. But we're not just here to scare you. We're here to help you fix it fast. You'll also learn what to do instead, and why timing matters more than you think. Segment 1. The dangerous morning habit. It sounds innocent enough. You wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and immediately stand up to start your day. But for adults over 65, this one common habit may be setting the stage for something far more serious, a stroke. And it happens when you least expect it, in the first hour after waking. This isn't just theory. It's backed by decades of medical data. Studies show stroke risk peaks between 6 and 11 a.m., with many occurring within 30 minutes of getting out of bed. Why? Because of something called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you shift from lying down to standing. It sounds harmless, but this drop restricts blood flow to the brain, and in seniors, that pause in circulation can lead to confusion, dizziness, or worse, a clot or brain bleed. Why this happens? Overnight dehydration. While you sleep, your body loses fluids through breath, sweat, and urine. Blood becomes thicker, and circulation slows down. Sudden change in position. Lying down keeps blood evenly distributed. Standing suddenly forces your body to adjust quickly, something that becomes harder with age. The heart must work against gravity to pump blood to the brain, but slower reactions and weaker heart output in older adults delay this response. Caffeine before water. Many seniors go straight for coffee, a vasoconstrictor that narrows blood vessels and raises blood pressure. But without hydrating first, coffee can worsen dehydration, increasing stroke risk rather than preventing it. What you can do instead. 1. Ease into your day. Wake up, sit on the edge of the bed for 60 to 90 seconds. Wiggle your toes, roll your shoulders, and breathe deeply. This small pause gives your circulation time to stabilize. 2. Drink water first thing. Keep a glass by the bedside. In for 8 to 10 ounces of room temperature water before any coffee or tea. This helps rehydrate your blood and supports healthy blood flow. 3. Add light movement. Do gentle ankle pumps, leg raises, or shoulder rolls before you stand. This gets muscles and vessels online and ready to support your brain and heart. 4. Avoid hot showers immediately. Heat can dilate blood vessels, further lowering blood pressure. Give yourself 30 to 60 minutes before bathing, especially if you felt dizzy before. Segment 2. The silent combo that sabotages your mornings. Let's talk about a daily routine that feels safe, but could quietly raise your stroke risk over time. It's this combo: morning medications plus a poor breakfast, or worse, skipping breakfast altogether. Most seniors take medications first thing in the morning. Blood pressure pills, diuretics, anticoagulants, hard meds, you name it. But many of these are designed to work with food or hydration. Take them on an empty stomach, and you're opening the door to dizziness, dehydration, and unstable blood pressure. And then there's breakfast. Skipping it, or grabbing only toast and coffee, means your brain and heart start the day with no fuel, no balance, and no protection. Why this combo increases stroke risk. 1. Morning medications lower blood pressure further. Many seniors are prescribed antihypertensives, and that's important. But taking them without food, or while already dehydrated, leads to sharp dips in pressure. This drop is often strongest within the first hour, when stroke risk is already high. 2. Diuretics deplete electrolytes and fluids. These water pills flush out sodium and fluids to reduce swelling or control blood pressure. But they also deplete potassium and magnesium, both essential to nerve and heart health. Low electrolytes plus low fluid equals poor circulation equals higher risk of clot formation. 3. Skipping breakfast equals glucose crash. Without food, the brain and heart don't get the glucose they need to function properly. Your body starts the day in a stressed, energy-deprived state, increasing cortisol, tightening blood vessels, and elevating stroke risk, especially if you're already vulnerable. What you can do instead: 1. Take medications after light food, not before. Even something as simple as a banana, boiled egg, or oatmeal can stabilize your digestion and support better medication absorption. 2. Include electrolytes in the morning. Drink water with a pinch of sea salt or opt for a coconut water, which naturally contains potassium and magnesium. You can also add an electrolyte powder approved by your doctor. 3. Eat a balanced breakfast within 1 hour of waking. Don't wait until 10 or 11 a.m. Aim for a mix of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. Example breakfast: oats plus chia seeds plus berries. 1 boiled egg plus half avocado on whole grain toast. Plain Greek yogurt plus walnuts plus cinnamon. 4. Avoid high sugar cereals or empty carbs. Sugary breakfast foods spike blood sugar, followed by crashes. This leads to blood vessel constriction and poor brain circulation, the exact thing you want to avoid. You don't need a radical change, just a smarter one. Small tweaks to your morning routine can reduce your risk and give your brain the fuel it needs to keep you sharp, stable, and safe. Segment 3. The morning movement mistake that increases clot risk. We often hear, "Take it easy in the morning," and while that's partly true, there's a hidden danger in doing nothing at all. After age 65, long periods of inactivity, especially after waking, can increase the risk of blood clots, particularly deep vein thrombosis DVT, which can lead to strokes or pulmonary embolism if left unchecked. When you've been asleep for 6 to 8 hours, your circulation naturally slows. Combine that with age-related changes in blood vessels, slower muscle pumps in the legs, and possible underlying conditions like diabetes or varicose veins, and you've got the perfect storm. One of the biggest mistakes: sitting in bed, scrolling through your phone, or watching the morning news without moving for 30 to 60 minutes. Why this happens: slower circulation. As we age, veins and arteries lose elasticity. This makes it harder for blood to flow smoothly back to the heart, especially after long periods of lying down. Weaker calf muscles. Your calves act like a second heart, pumping blood from the legs upward. If you are not moving them, especially after sleeping, blood can pool in the lower limbs, increasing clot risk. Extended bed rest. While it may feel relaxing to stay in bed, studies show that prolonged immobility in older adults is directly linked to increased risk of clots forming in the legs, especially if combined with dehydration or other health issues. Higher clotting tendency. Age naturally increases the body's tendency to clot. Add in certain medications, a sedentary lifestyle, or past surgeries, and the risk doubles. What you can do: actionable steps. Move within 15 minutes of waking. Don't leap out of bed, but don't stay there either. Within the first 10 to 15 minutes, start moving gently. Stand, stretch, and walk slowly around the room. Ankle circles and toe flexes in bed. Before getting up, do simple circulation exercises, like rotating your ankles and pointing, flexing your toes. These light movements help activate the muscle pump that prevents blood pooling. Hydrate first. Drink a glass of room temperature water within the first 10 minutes of waking. Hydration helps thin the blood slightly and improves circulation, reducing clot risk. Avoid long sitting sessions after getting up. Resist the urge to immediately sit for another hour over coffee or TV. Try alternating standing and sitting every 20 minutes if you're staying indoors. Compression socks, if recommended, for seniors who are at high risk of DVT, especially those recovering from illness or surgery. Compression socks can help prevent pooling in the legs. You don't need to run laps around the block. Just move. A little blood flow in the morning goes a long way in protecting your heart, brain, and limbs. Movement is medicine, and it starts the moment you open your eyes. Segment 4. The Caffeine Trap. How your morning coffee could raise stroke risk. For many seniors, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a ritual. That warm, familiar cup offers comfort, routine, and energy. But what if that same beloved mug is quietly contributing to your stroke risk? Here's the truth most doctors won't say outright. Caffeine, especially in the first hour after waking, can dramatically spike your blood pressure, constrict blood vessels, and amplify dehydration, creating a perfect storm for stroke, especially in adults over 65. We're not saying you have to give up your coffee, but the timing and habits around it make all the difference. Why this happens? Number 1. Caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. Caffeine causes blood vessels to narrow, particularly in the brain. For some people, this leads to that alert feeling. But for others, especially with high blood pressure or arterial stiffness, this tightening can raise stroke risk. Number 2. Morning dehydration plus coffee equals danger. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up dehydrated. Drinking coffee right away, which is a natural diuretic, worsens the state. Dehydration thickens your blood and makes clots more likely to form. Number 3. Adrenal jolt too early. Caffeine signals your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones. In aging bodies, this can strain the cardiovascular system and lead to irregular heart rhythms or sudden blood pressure spikes. Number 4. Timing matters. Research shows that cortisol levels are naturally highest between 6 and 9 a.m. Drinking coffee during this peak means your body is already stressed, and caffeine may push it over the edge. What you can do: smart coffee habits for seniors. 1. Delay your first cup. Wait at least 60 to 90 minutes after waking before drinking coffee. Let your blood pressure stabilize naturally. Get some hydration in and move your body first. 2. Hydrate before you caffeinate. Always drink at least 1 full glass of water before your coffee. This helps combat overnight dehydration and cushions the effect of caffeine on your blood vessels. 3. Eat something small first. Having a small breakfast, like a boiled egg, whole grain toast, or Greek yogurt, before your coffee slows caffeine absorption and reduces blood pressure spikes. 4. Limit to 1 to 2 cups for most older adults. 1 to 2 cups, about 100 to 200 milligrams of caffeine per day is safe, assuming no major heart issues. More than that may tip the balance toward risk. 5. Switch to low acidity options. If coffee causes stomach upset or jitteriness, consider low acid blends, half-caff options, or switching to green tea, which contains less caffeine and beneficial antioxidants. 6. Coffee doesn't have to be the enemy. But for older adults, how and when you drink it can make all the difference between a morning boost and a silent risk. Your brain and your heart deserve a gentle start to the day. Segment 5. The silent clot triggers you might be ignoring. It's not always a thunderclap. A stroke can arrive silently, without warning, and by the time it shows its face, the damage is already done. For many seniors, the most dangerous triggers aren't dramatic events, but small, unnoticed habits that happen every single day. Let's talk about the silent clot risks hiding in plain sight, and how to shut them down before they strike. What are silent clot triggers? Silent clots are blood clots that form in your body, often in the legs or neck, and travel upward toward the brain. They don't always cause pain. They don't always make you dizzy. But when they break loose and block a brain vessel, the stroke begins. And here's the truth most don't know. It's often not genetics or age alone. It's daily routines that are up. Top everyday stroke triggers seniors overlook. Number 1. Sitting too long after waking up. After 7 to 8 hours lying still, circulation slows. If you get up and then sit still again, like turning on the TV or scrolling through your phone, your blood stays sluggish. This stagnation increases clot risk, especially in legs deep vein thrombosis. 2. High carb, low protein breakfasts. Toast and jam, sugary cereal, a muffin and coffee. These meals cause a blood sugar spike, then a crash. That sudden drop triggers inflammation, raises blood pressure, and stresses blood vessels. A poor vascular combo first thing in the morning. 3. Skipping morning medications. Some seniors forget their blood pressure meds or blood thinners, even for just one morning. That small gap can create vulnerability, particularly when stroke risk peaks between 6 and 11 a.m. 4. Sudden movements from bed to standing. We covered this before, but here's a detail. Jerking upright and moving quickly increases the chance that a clot dislodges and moves toward your brain, especially in people with arterial plaque. 5. Salty breakfast items. Processed breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, ham are high in sodium and nitrates. These inflame blood vessels, increase stiffness in arteries, and raise stroke risk, especially when combined with caffeine and dehydration. 6. What you can do to lower your risk immediately. Start with gentle movement. Before getting out of bed, wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms overhead. This warms up circulation before you stand. 7. Don't sit too long. After waking, spend your first 10 to 15 minutes walking slowly around the home, drinking water, or doing light stretches, not just sitting in one place. 8. Upgrade your breakfast. Add a source of healthy fat and protein, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nut butter, and cut down refined carbs. This stabilizes your blood sugar and supports vascular health. 9. Set a morning med reminder. Use a pillbox or timer to make sure you never skip your essentials, especially meds for blood pressure, cholesterol, or thinning blood. Number 10. Watch the salt. Choose lower sodium options for breakfast meats, or swap them for alternatives like avocado toast, smoothies, or overnight oats with chia seeds. You don't need a complete lifestyle overhaul. Just a few thoughtful shifts, right when the day begins, can make the difference between vulnerability and vitality. You deserve mornings that feel safe, not risky. Let your routine protect you, not hurt you. Lorna never thought of herself as at risk. At 74, she stayed active, helped in her church, and walked her small dog, Toby, twice a day. But every morning, her ritual was first and firm. Wake up, pour the coffee, grab her tablet, and start planning her day. Then, one Tuesday, Lorna stood up too quickly. Her world tilted, her legs buckled. She fell, not hard, but hard enough to end up in the emergency room. The CT scan was clear, but her blood pressure, it was erratic. Her neurologist called it a near miss, a warning, the turning point. Lorna's visit didn't just result in a medication review. What changed her life wasn't what she took, but what she stopped doing first thing in the morning. Her doctor told her, "Your brain and heart don't like being shocked awake. Start your day slower, and you'll stop these scares before they start." That's when Lorna began what she now lovingly calls her slow start system. Lorna's new morning routine and what you can learn from it. Step 1. Stretch before sitting up. Lorna lies still for a minute, then gently stretches her arms and legs. She rolls her ankles, flexes her feet, and takes 3 deep breaths before rising. This gets her blood flowing and reduces the dangerous drop in pressure. Step 2. Sip before you sit. She keeps a glass of water by her bed. Before she heads to the kitchen for coffee, she drinks at least half of it, rehydrating her blood volume and supporting her circulation. Step 3. 5-minute floor flow. Instead of going straight to the sofa or the news, she does light house movement, tidying the counter and loading the dishwasher, or feeding Toby. These small actions wake her muscles gradually and keep blood moving. Step 4. Breakfast with purpose. Instead of toast and jam, Lorna now preps a protein-first breakfast, scrambled eggs, a dollop of Greek yogurt, or a spoonful of almond butter on a banana. These meals keep her blood sugar stable and her energy steady. Step 5. No phone until movement. Lorna doesn't touch her phone for the first 30 minutes. That prevents her from sitting down and losing momentum. It's her new rule. Movement before media. Lorna didn't just avoid another visit. She gained something priceless, a calm, confident start to every day. No rushing, no dizziness, no wondering what if, and with every slow, intentional step, she proved something powerful. Small changes protect big futures. Now, at 74, Lorna still walks Toby every morning. Only now, she gets there safely. So now that you know, what will you change tomorrow morning? Will you pause before you rise? Drink that glass of water before coffee? Or maybe do what Lorna did, trade chaos for calm, and risk for rhythm. Whatever you choose, just choose something. Because your body at 65, 70, or 80 still listens, still adapts, still wants to protect you. You just have to meet it halfway. Your turn. Tell us in the comments. Let's hear from you. Have you ever felt dizzy or lightheaded in the morning? Do you already follow a slow start routine? Or will you begin one now? What's your #1 tip for safe mornings as a senior? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Not just for us, but for someone else who might be reading and feeling unsure. When one person shares, 10 others benefit. Subscribe for a more senior wellness wisdom. If this video helped you feel more prepared or more hopeful, we hope you'll subscribe. We post new tips every week, practical, proven ways to keep your brain sharp, your body steady, and your confidence high. Coming next week, 5 hidden foods that raise blood pressure in seniors and what to eat instead. Don't miss it. Join our community. Thousands of seniors around the world are making small changes for longer, stronger lives. Join them right here in the comments, right here in this growing family. Because this journey is easier and far more inspiring when we walk it together. Like this video if you learned something new. Share it with a friend or loved one who's over 60. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. We're building a community of strong, informed seniors, one video at a time. Mornings matter. Start yours with strength. Subscribe now. Stay safe, stay sharp.